Hello, Gabriela. My name is Evan Janecek, and this is how our group connected and related ornament and crime with our world and life around us. So, after reading the essay, I instantly thought of our beginning studios and what we have been taught. Because throughout our time in studio, we've been taught to make everything, like every decision, with have a purpose and a function, even from starting from our fib grids and on through 108, we all were told you have to have every decision needs to have a meaning behind it, and you have to be able to explain it. And I really thought that that reflected Adolf Loos's ideal of the evolution of culture is synonymous with the removal of ornament from utilitarian objects. And he was kind of the first person to pioneer this thought. And in our modern world, it is very prevalent. And it's even so prevalent that it's made its way into our own university teachings.
Hey, my name is Demir. I kind of wanted to talk about how Loos's um, theories apply to Langford A. And Langford is a building that looks really aesthetic from outside, even though it's not the main intention of the building. And lack of ornaments in Langford A highlights the organization's spaces rather than the useless patterns. The cantilevered stepping of the front facade of the building is a prime example of how a feature can have function and please the eyes aesthetically at the same time. And Langford stepping does that by blocking the sun for shading. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natalia Schluter, and I'm going to talk about Loos and Gaudi's architectural views. From the class material, I have learned that Adolf Loos's perspectives from his crime and ornamentation essay has a clear contrast from the architectural views of Antoni Gaudi. While Loos strongly opposed decorative ornamentation, viewing it as a sign of cultural degeneration and advocating for simplicity and functionality, Gaudi embraced ornamentation as a central aspect of his architectural philosophy. Their different views highlight the diverse approaches within the architectural discourse, with Loos prioritizing rationalism and modernism, while Gaudi celebrating ornamentation and embracing a more organic and expressive aesthetic.
Hi, I'm just Ao, and I'm going to be talking about whether or not ornamentation is a current trend and relating it to Loos's ornament and crime. There have been vast changes in the trends of architecture since 1910. There is no longer a desire for ornamentation, at least not the kind used by Loos's colleagues. Ornament has become cheap, which makes it unappealing to the wealthy. The argument Loos made in his Ornament and Crime and was bashed for at the time remains true today. There is more of a desire for aesthetic structural elements than the normal ornamentation used at his time. So you can see in Le Corbusier's work and Frank Lloyd Wright's, they do not use these sort of gaudy ornamentation pieces that were used in the early 1900s. And then on the right, I have the Museum of the Future, signed by Killa Design Architects in Dubai, and it shows how has elements of ornamentation, but is very minimal with the white. It has a very clean look, very modern, minimalistic feel. And so going off of Loos's Ornament and Crime, that still, his opinions still stand true today, which I believe makes ornamentation no longer a trend in today's architecture.